Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. It is 1:40 p.m. on Thursday and I am headed home. Yeah. Well, I'm headed home and I'm stuck in traffic, which is always traffic. I don't understand where everyone is going all the time. How is there always this much traffic all the time? You guys wonder why I get road rage. It's mostly because of this. When you're staring at brake lights for this many dozens of hours per week, it tends to just fry your brain a little bit, right? But anyway, moving on. The point of this video, and I got a couple other videos to make too. I was gonna make one earlier about how I could not pick up a passenger because police had the street blocked off at both ends of the street. And then after looking at Google Maps, I realized there was one entrance that I could have gone to, so that was embarrassing. But yeah, the point of this video is talking about the all the changes coming to Uber in California. And the one that I noticed was the the favorite driver. How you can potentially get the same driver, you can request the same driver again in the future, and why I think that's such a great move, but why some of you may not like it. So in the list of features that are currently available to some California drivers but are going to be rolled out more in 2020, so obviously knowing the destination before you accept the trip is one of them. Knowing what you're going to get paid, the time, the distance, that's awesome, right? Another feature that caught my eye though was the ability to favorite driver, which I thought was funny because that news came out a day after I made my video talking about why aren't passengers allowed to bookmark or save drivers, and some of you left comments in the comment section saying it's never going to happen. The very next day they announced it. So Uber has if they don't just roll out with it, right? If they announced it on a Tuesday, that doesn't mean that they perfected that option or that feature in a day. If they rolled out with that announcement, and I'm sorry, my voice sounds fucked up, I know. If they rolled out with that announcement on Tuesday, that means they've been developing that feature for anywhere from 6 months to maybe 2 or 3 years. That wasn't just some programmer going, oh, you know what we should be able to do? We should be able to, we should be able to, let passengers bookmark drivers. And then next day later, let's put that in the app. No, that was, this has been months or, at least months of coding and programming and troubleshooting. And this not happen overnight, right? So Uber has been wanting to pull the trigger on this for a while, and probably the AB5 thing, this helps them in the argument against our drivers, employees, or contractors. This definitely makes it more like, oh, they're definitely contractors, because look, now they have the freedom to choose which rides they want, blah blah blah, and they can set up private business, blah, 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 all this different stuff. I'm going off track, but that's a great feature because obviously purple or pink Uber, Lyft, is definitely going to adopt the same thing. Lyft always copies Uber, unless it's, and Uber sometimes copies Lyft too, but Lyft, pretty much everything Uber does, Lyft is sure to follow, right? Follow the leader. Lyft always follows Uber. So if you're seeing that many features on Uber, you're going to see them on Lyft too, okay? And I'm not putting any editing into this video at all, guys. I'm just going to record my thoughts and then put it right to YouTube. So I think very soon Lyft is going to announce, actual destination before accepting the ride, the ability to like favor a driver and bookmark a driver and all that stuff like that. That's coming soon, right? Because if Lyft doesn't do those changes, they won't be competing. They gave all the market share. Like, they're going to have trouble finding drivers if that's the case. This is going to lead to higher wait times for Lyft passengers if they don't implement the same changes that Uber does. Uber just set the bar up here. Lyft is down here right now, in California at least. So But the reason I want to talk about the bookmarking and favoriting drivers is because, like, I think this is, I know some of you just, I've seen the comments, a lot of you just love to disagree with me. You think that you guys, a lot of you you seem in favor of like mistreating your passengers or not giving good service, or, you know, kind of just, you want to take out your aggressions on your passengers, it feels like, which I completely disagree with. So those of you who have that mentality aren't going to like this, right? But those of you who understand, this is a customer service gig. Keeping the car clean, keeping yourself well groomed and, you know, looking good and smelling good, you know, providing charging cables, providing aux cables, allowing passengers to use the radio. You see this, Dustin? You see this? Yeah, that fucking guy, he's gone. That is a customer service gig. That's dependent on your rating. That's going to depend on how much tip money you earn. If you don't do those things, if you don't keep your car clean, if you don't look good, smell good, if you don't let the passengers fidget with your radio here and there, if you don't give them charging cables, you're probably not going to be a 5-star driver, you're not going to be a high-rated driver, and you're probably going to make less tips than the driver next to you. And the reason I talk about that is now, with the ability to favorite and bookmark a driver, you are in direct competition with other drivers, right? The driver to your left driving, there's a white Corolla here, the driver to your left driving that Toyota Corolla, that's your competition. The driver to your right driving a Nissan Altima, that's your competition. The driver behind you driving a Toyota Sienna, that's your competition. The driver ahead of you driving, I see a Nissan or an Infiniti QX80, that's your competition. If they do this better than you, if their car is cleaner and more well maintained, if their appearance is sharper, if they let the passengers, you know, play whatever song they want on the radio, if they give the passengers the aux cord, if they give them chargers, they're going to be the ones getting private rides, getting favorite rides. They're going to be the ones getting, you know, essentially private clients on app, and you won't be. Okay? Now, competition improves quality, in my opinion, right? If you are, by what I would define as a bum, you know, if you're showing up the bum lot in sweats and sandals, if you're showing up there and it looks like you just rolled out of bed and, you know, just started driving, you are essentially, you're leaving money on the table through your own lack of effort, okay? If you're not taking care of your car, like, you're leaving money on the table. So, and I just want this, I want you to know that that's what I think the positive is of Uber rolling out that feature. Is it's going to be the possibility of earning more money for drivers, but it's not going to be given to anyone, okay? No one's going to ask you for a second ride if your car looks like it hasn't been vacuumed in a week, if you're wearing sweats and sandals, you know, like, if you look like a professional, act like a professional, and your car is comfortable and you give a enjoyable experience, then you get to look forward to maybe some extra rides here and there. Like so many drivers love airport rides. Let's say you get to look forward to 4 or 5 extra airport rides per week. Extra $120 to $200 per week. It's there if you go after it, if you provide the best service, okay? So just something for you guys to think about. Like I said, that's why I think that feature is really cool. Obviously, Lyft is going to follow because that's Lyft. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And until next time, guys, I want you all to stay safe, stay driven, stay classy. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.